guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another chit chat get ready with me. Today I'm basically going to be doing my makeup. I'm doing sort of a soft glam look, if you guys consider this to be soft glam. But basically I asked you guys to send me scenarios on Instagram and I would answer and tell you guys, you know, what I would do in each situation. So today I'm just going to be doing my makeup, getting ready to go out and answering those questions for you guys. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look and listening to the questions that I'm answering today, then just stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. I'm going to be looking over to the right, my right, because that's where my mirror is. But basically today we're just doing a chit chat get ready with me. I asked you guys to send me scenarios on Instagram, basically asking what would I do in certain situations, and you guys came through looking for the tea. So I'll be answering your questions tonight. All the makeup products that I'm using, I'm just going to link them down below because I can't really tell you guys all of what I'm using while answering your questions. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first question was, and this is like a one of three questions. So it says, okay, so me and my man have been together for 7 years and lately he's been bringing up marriage a lot, well, eloping, and I always wanted a ceremony with my family there. She said, what would you do if you wanted to be a wife but y'all couldn't agree? So my answer for this is very simple. With marriage, with relationships in general, you have to learn how to sacrifice. So my answer would be, you know, try to meet your partner in the middle. Everything is not always about having it your way, and vice versa. It shouldn't always be your partner's way. So if you feel like everything is a sacrifice, then that's not good either, because if you're truly not happy with while you're trying to please your partner, it's not gonna work. But when I say sacrifice, I just basically mean meet each other in the middle. If you want a big ceremony and he literally just wants to elope, maybe you guys could pick a number that's not, you know, too large and meet in the middle. Say, hey, you know, you want to elope, I want to have a ceremony, I want my family to be there. Maybe you can just decide what family members you actually want to be there. Maybe your mom, your sister, your brother, close family. You don't need the aunts and the uncles and the grandparents and the, I don't know, everybody's family is different, but I would just say to meet each other in the middle. Me personally, when I got married, where is my foundation? Me personally, when I got married, I wasn't really trying to compromise. Like, I was trying to have everything my way. And it caused a lot of, I don't want to say arguments, but it just caused like a lot of back and forth, because I realized that I was being extra. Like, if I could do it all over again, which sounds cliche, but I don't know if y'all saw Cassie's wedding where she literally had no bridesmaids or nothing. Like, she just got married. If I could do it over again, that's how I would do it. Because when you get married, not when you get married, but when you have a wedding, it's really just like people pleasing. Like, you're having this big party, this big ceremony, you're paying for everybody's food and drink and all this nonsense, when in reality it's not about them people. It's about you and your partner. It's about your union. It's about, you know, the new life that you guys are building together. It's not about pleasing others and proving that you can do this and proving that you can do that. It's not about that. Simply not. So I would just say, I can't tell you, you know, because based off my experience, me saying, oh, you know, eloping is not that big of a deal, I can't say that, because I already got my, you know, fairy tale wedding. So I would never just say, hey, it's not that deep, because we want what we want. But I will say, try to meet him in the middle. Try to compromise. Try to see where he's coming from and just go from there. Maybe there's a reason why he doesn't want a big wedding. Maybe he doesn't really care for his family. You know, stuff like that. So yeah, if you can learn how to compromise, that will be in your favor. And who knows, after you start planning and seeing how things go, you might not even want a big wedding anymore. Like, you might just want to elope, or you might just want like a little small ceremony to where your closest family members are there, and do it that way. Now y'all, I'm trying a new makeup routine that I learned from YouTube, and judging by this contour, I don't really know if I'm gonna like it. So once I blend it out, I'll probably just try to go over it my normal way. But I'm trying to get more into my skin application. But I already don't like the way this contour looks, so, but I'll make it work though. In the end, the finished result is going to be just fine, so don't worry. But yeah, my answer is to compromise. Meet each other in the middle. Don't think too much about it, because at the end of the day, you don't want to go back and forth about a wedding. Like, you really just want to make sure that you guys are happy in real life and not just trying to focus on planning this wedding. Like, it's not all about the wedding. You also have to think about what comes after the wedding. Do you want to be in debt after this wedding? Do you want to be financially secure after this wedding? There's more to think about. So I would say compromise. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to move on to the second question. The second question is, how do I get out of a toxic relationship? That's a good one. So I don't know if I've ever been in a toxic relationship. I feel like my relationships prior to me getting married were not real relationships. But I mean, I have had toxic situations, but what I can say and what I've heard, you know, other people are doing is try to detach yourself from the situation before you actually physically remove yourself. So detach yourself emotionally, and then once you feel like, okay, you built your confidence up, and you might, you might have already started dealing with other people, seeing what's out there, seeing, the other fishes that are in the sea. Basically, just detach yourself emotionally, and that way, when it gets time to remove yourself physically, it's not as hard. Like, your emotions are no longer there, your mind is no longer there, you're not even really feeling like you're in this toxic situation anymore, because you've already been focusing your energy somewhere else, So I feel like a good thing to do is just to get your head out the game. Like, when you're thinking too much about something while you're actually dealing with it, I feel like you're trying to find ways to fix it, when in reality the situation might just be so toxic that there's nothing to fix, But you also can't even see past that, because your emotions are already so deeply tied in with that situation. So once you detach yourself, that's pretty much it. Like, once those feelings aren't there anymore, you have nothing to worry about. So just focus on yourself, focus on your happiness, focus on distracting yourself and removing all emotions from that toxic situation. And then by the time you wake up and say, you know what, I'm done with this, no emotions. That's it. You're done. Time to go. Time to move on. So, yeah. I think that's a good way to go about it, guys. Well, that's for the young man that asked me that question. There's your answer, baby. I can't wait for my skin to even back up. Like, the Fenty line has really been helping me with, because it has niacinamide in it, which for some reason does really well for my skin. But I still need everything to clear up. Like, I don't have time to be having uneven skin, blemishes, and this, that, and the third. So yeah, and I think I'm gonna take my wig back off and put a cap on under it, because I don't like the way that my part is coming out. Like, you can't really see my part. But anyways, you can see it off camera, but you just can't see it on camera. But yeah, answer to my second question is detaching yourself before you actually leave. Alright, so I'm not done blending that out, but I am going to go to the next question. She said, do you feel like friends can't come with you to your next chapter in life? I wouldn't say that they can't come with you to your next chapter, but I do feel like certain friends have their seasons. When you are elevating and when you are moving to another, how do I say it, moving on to like a new chapter in your life, not everybody can come with you. Like, some people gotta stay where they're at, because everybody is not always going to be happy for you. Everybody's not always going to see things the way you see them. And that doesn't mean that one person is right and the other person is wrong. It just really simply means that you guys are not on the same page. And when someone is refusing to see where you are coming from with certain things, it's kind of difficult to make it work. Another thing is, sometimes, we all have goals in life, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations. When you start knocking those goals down, and when you start, really getting to that next chapter, getting to that next level in your life, you will see who really is happy for you and who is not. You'll see who wants to come with you and who does not. The friends that are supposed to be there will always be there. The friends that are actually your friends, and they are your friends because they like the person that you are, they like to watch your growth, they like to grow with you. Those are the people that will remain to be there. Those are the people that will remain there because they're your genuine friends. They want to be there, they want to see you happy, they want to grow with you even sometimes. Those people that are always there to talk to you when you need to vent, when things are not going well, but then as soon as you have some good news, oh, now they don't have no time to talk, or they're not there, or they want to talk about some gossip. Those friends cannot come with you. You need to leave those friends right where they are at, and that's it. Like, I had friends that I thought, sorry guys, I was looking in the mirror. I had friends that I thought were good friends, and it wasn't until really that I was getting married that I realized those friends were not my friends. Like, I had one friend, well, I considered her family. Like, I called her my cousin and everything. She was supposed to be my maid of honor, and it just turns out, like, bottom line, she was not happy for me. Like, it was no way that she was happy for me and acting like that and just behaving like that. Mind you, I was not a bridezilla. Like, if you know me, I am very extra. I am particular. I do like things a certain way. But I feel like I was a very understanding bride. Like, I didn't even expect much of my bridesmaids, because it's like, at the same time, I'm last minute. So I couldn't be last minute and want to take a trip to this place and that place. Like, I had to, I had to work with what I had and work with the time, that I was giving them. I feel like I switched up a lot of stuff based off of what my bridesmaids could and couldn't do, and a lot of stuff revolved around, them and not me. But long story short, I just feel like when things are going good for you, that's when you'll see who your real friends are. You'll see how people react when you have good news versus bad news. A good friend is not just somebody that you can vent to when you have problems, or somebody that is there to talk to, or a shoulder to cry on. That's not a good friend. That is a good friend, but that's not the only way you can be a good friend. A good friend is someone that when you call them and you have good news and you tell them, oh hey, guess what, I just got engaged, or hey, guess what, I just got a promotion, or hey, guess what, like, you know, something good, they're just as happy and just as excited for you as you are for yourself. That's a good friend. Someone that wants to see you happy, someone that is genuinely happy when you are happy, someone that is genuinely, you know, someone that's going to feel your pain when you are in pain. You don't need friends that don't want to see you get past their level. It's not a friend. And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, I really had to learn that the hard way. Because at one point I was losing friends like left to right. And it was all around the time that I was getting married. And it just was like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing wrong? You know, but with this one particular person that I'm talking about, I realized there was nothing that I could have done. Like, she just simply, you know, she wasn't happy. And I felt like it got to the point that I was begging her to be in my wedding. Like, I was begging her to be there. Like, I wanted her to be a part of it so bad, and she just really didn't want to be a part of it. Like, that's not a friend. Not a friend. Because I just feel like no matter what I'm going through, if my friend needs me to be there, I'm gonna be there. It's that simple. So to answer the question, do I feel like some friends can't come with you to your next chapter in life? I do feel like friends that are not genuine cannot come with you to your next chapter in life. But if that's your real and true friend, they're going to come with you in every chapter. Whether they're on the same level, whether they're below you, whether they're above you. If that's your true friend, the, you know, true definition of a friend, they're going to come with you in your next chapter in life. And they're going to be happy for you. They're going to clap for your achievements. You know, all that jazz. But yeah, I'm going to finish my eyebrows off camera because I feel like I be messing them up when I do them on camera. So I'll be back with my eyebrows done. And the next question. Okay, perfect. So I'll fix my eyebrow when I blend everything, but I'm going to move on to the next question. So the next question was a continuation of, I think it's the first question, but it says, I don't remember if it was the first question or the second question, but he said the same question that asked, how do I get out of this toxic relationship? The second, or the continuation of that was, now that I've separated myself, how do I find myself? So I've never actually been in this situation, but just going off the last topic that I talked to you guys about, which was therapy, I think that's a good way to just, you know, speak to a professional and kind of like find out what is actually, you know, the target and the real, what is actually the target and the real reason behind your unhappiness, and go from there, because your therapist will be able to tell you or just give you pointers and give you ideas of different things you can do to re-find your happiness, whether it's you're feeling, you know, out of it because of a relationship, or you're feeling out of it because you're not where you want to be in life, or you know, whatever the reason is. I feel like a therapy is a good route to go because this is a real professional that's kind of leading you in the right direction. So I would just say, as far as how do you find yourself, think about the things that you like to do that, you know, genuinely make you happy, and do more of those things. If you like to sleep or you like to rest, take some time off from work. Excuse me. Take some time off from work, maybe take a vacation, find some books with the topics that you know you really enjoy. If you're into fashion, buy some fashion books. If you're into makeup, watch some makeup tutorials. If you are into, you know, trying to figure out what you want to do next, then I would, you know, invest in some books about you know, invest in some books maybe about finances or career goals. Something to just, you know, keep your mind together to where you're not thinking about the same thing, you know. But definitely, I would recommend therapy to anyone that is going through any situation. And it doesn't have to be a heartbreak. Anyone that's going through something to where you feel unhappy, or you feel like you need to find yourself, or you feel like something is missing, I would just recommend therapy. Because like I said in my video before, and I stand on that, you can vent all you want. You can talk to your friends. You can talk to your family if you're close to your family. You can talk to whoever, but sometimes getting a professional opinion is really what's best. And also, like I talked about in my therapy video, when you go to therapy, a lot of times your therapist give you homework or tasks or different things that you have to do to help you on your journey. So I just feel like therapy is a good way to go. So, answer to your question, try therapy. Or if you feel as though you can't afford therapy, or maybe you don't want to let someone in on your business, maybe you're not, you know, ready to take that step, you kind of just want to do some things on your own that's going to fulfill you for the moment, then I'll say just do more of what you love. Change your diet, try to eat a little bit better, work out. It sounds cliche, but working out actually really does help. Yeah, I think I need a wig cap on. But anyway, it sounds cliche, but when you change your diet and you work out, it actually does help. And on top of that, it helps with your appearance. So you know, when you look better, you feel better, you do better. Yeah, so that's to you guys. That is to. Okay, so the next question was, what if you didn't like your in-laws? I don't know. I don't really feel like that's that big of a deal. I used to be a person that wanted to get along with everybody. Actually, I've been that way pretty much all my life. But the older I get, the more that I realize it's not that deep. Like, you're gonna dislike some people are gonna dislike you. It's not that deep. But it's kind of hard for me to say because I'm already married and I can't imagine not liking my in-laws. Like, I don't know. Well, I have a mother-in-law and a sister-in-law. I don't have a, well, I'm not gonna say I don't have a father-in-law. I don't know my father-in-law. I've met him twice, but I don't, you know, really have a relationship with him. But I do have a great relationship with my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law, which I am truly grateful for because I don't have the best relationship with my mom. So yeah, you know, I can call her my mom-in-law when I need to talk and things like that. But I don't know, if I didn't like them, that would be so weird. Like, if I didn't like them, that would be so weird. I don't know. What would I do? I would probably just like be fake. Honestly, I would just pretend like I did. But luckily, I don't have to do that because, you know, I like my in-laws. But it's really crazy because I really used to be the person that like has to be liked by everyone and has to, you know, I felt like if I had problems with somebody that something was wrong with me. But you know, sometimes people just won't like you, and that's okay. And sometimes, I don't know, I feel like there isn't anyone that I just don't like for no reason. Like if I don't like someone, something is wrong. Like something is wrong with you, because I pretty much get along with everybody. Like I'm a pretty laid back person. I just like to laugh. I like to joke. I like to have fun. So yeah, if I don't like you, I feel like something is wrong. Like, why don't I like you? Honestly, if I don't like you, you probably don't like me. And if you don't like me, something is really wrong. Because like, I don't bother nobody. But I really can't imagine not liking my in-laws. Like, some people really don't like their in-laws. That's very unfortunate. Can't relate. But to answer so many, a lot of the products that I'm using today are new. Like, take me forever to open them. But yeah, to answer that question, it's not probably not the right thing to do. But me being me, I don't like confrontation, and I don't like to be rude or mean or anything like that. So I probably would just pretend to like them even if I didn't. But if I were you, if you're actually looking for advice, I would tell you to figure out why you don't like them. Like, what's the problem? Do you not like them because they don't like you? Are they rude to you? Like, are they disrespectful? Like, why don't you like them? Because maybe they're not that bad. Maybe you can get to know them better and then you'll like them, you know? I don't know. But I would just say try to get to the bottom of it. I wouldn't tell you to be fake. I would just tell you to try to figure out, you know, what the issue is and see if things can be changed, because that could be an uncomfortable position to be in. Like holidays, Sunday dinner. My husband is pretty close to his sister and his mom. So we see them all the time. Like, his sister actually helps us out at the daycare every week. His mom helps us out whenever we need her to. So if I didn't like them, life would be, you know, a lot harder, because they do a lot for us. But yeah, get to the bottom of it. Don't just sit on that. I would definitely say get to the bottom, because it's not giving life of misery. Like, you know, you're with your husband all the time. If he's close to his parents, that's something that you want to nip in the bud. If he's not close to his parents, you could probably, this NYX loose powder is like very loose. But if he's not close to his parents, then, you know, it's probably something you can get away with. But still, like, nobody has time for all of that. Like, get to the bottom of it and nip it in the bud and move on, you know? Life goes on. Definitely grateful that I don't have to deal with that though. Like, I don't like drama. I don't like problems. Like, I just like I like for everything to be good, which in a perfect world, it can be good. But I also understand that it doesn't always work that way. Like, it's not always going to be, you know, all fun and good. I feel like my makeup looks good on camera, but it looks okay in the mirror. But once I set it and everything, it should be fine. And I'm going to fix my wig, because you can't even really see my part and stuff, and I don't like that. And I'm also going to do my eyeshadow off camera because I be really needing to focus for that. But I am going to leave down in the description box all of the products that I use. On camera, I'm just doing skin because, you know, I can do that. And my husband is on the phone right now, howling and screaming like he always does. But y'all, I have one more question or one more situation that I have to answer, and then I will be back with the finished look. So the last question, what would you do if your husband cheated? I feel like this is a tricky question because nobody really knows like what they'll do. But if we're being, ooh, I like this bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. It looks like this, but I like the way it's bronzing my forehead. What would I do? Alright, so in a perfect world, you know, people don't cheat. You know, they don't. They just don't. But also in the real world, you just shouldn't. Like, I know some people, it's something that's like really normalized right now in this day and age, but me personally, I don't normalize that stuff. I don't believe, not gonna say I don't believe in it because, you know, people make mistakes and stuff like that. That's fine and good, but me personally, what would I do? I don't know. There's two options. I feel like there's two things. Number one is get to the bottom of it, find out, you know, why, because I feel like a lot of people talk about cheating, but they don't really talk about why it happens or why it may happen. And I feel like not only men cheat, women cheat too. Not me personally, but I feel like in life there's a reason for everything. Like, everything happens for a reason. So me, I would try to get to the bottom of it and see if maybe there was a reason. And then, yeah, I would basically just try to get to the bottom of it. There may have been a reason, so I would just basically try to find out if that is the case. Like, well, what was the reason? And then maybe it's something that you two can work out, and maybe you know, it'll change everything for the better. But at the same time, if there wasn't a reason and literally he has no reason, he has no explanation, you might just gotta, you know, you might just gotta pack it up and head on out, because I just feel like if there was no actual reason for the behavior, then it might be something that continues to happen, and that's, you don't want that. Like, everybody makes mistakes. So if there was a legitimate reason, or you feel as though, you know, he made a mistake and you want to work through it, that's something different. But to just, you know, cheat just to cheat, oh, yeah, I'll have to pack up and head out, you know. That's what I would do. I don't know about, I can only speak for myself. So yeah, there's that. That's a tricky topic, especially because I'm married. Like, it's like, I prefer to not think about that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to finish because I did basically my whole face. I do have lash extensions on, but I'm due for my fill this weekend, so they're not really as voluminous as they normally are. But I'm going to finish my eyeshadow because I can't really do my eyeshadow on camera. And then I'm going to come back after I set my face and everything and put my lip gloss on. And I'll show you guys the finished look. But yeah, I got all your questions out the way. And now I'm just doing my eyeshadow on my lips. And like I said, I'm going to link all of the products that I'm using down below, so you guys can purchase them. And I haven't quite perfected my soft glam look yet, but once I do, I'll do a tutorial for y'all. I'm just not all the way there yet, so I don't want to like teach you guys how to do something that I don't even know how to do all the way. But yeah, I'll be back with the finished look shortly. Alright y'all, so this is the finished look. I didn't do anything on my lower lash line, and like I said, I do have lash extensions on, so I didn't do any mascara or anything like that because I'm going to get a fill on Saturday. So yeah, just a simple soft glam look, and that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. I think I have a haul coming up next, so yeah, see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you think about this look, and see you guys next time.